Luke chapter 10, Jesus sent out the 70 in pairs. He told them the importance of what they were doing by saying, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few." He then said, "I send you out as lambs among wolves." Welcome to another episode of Ministry Matters That Matter. I am on the trail, the Seven Falls Trail, up above the falls, just outside of Colorado Springs, Colorado. As I'm walking along the trail, I see this sign reminding me I'm in bear country. I had a long hike up a steep set of stairs to get up here. I'm out of breath, and then I find there could be bears in the area. There's no way I'm going to run. As we think about that, I want us to remember that Jesus understood that leadership was not easy. Jesus himself, the greatest leader the world has ever known, was misunderstood. He was attacked. People sought to manipulate him. When they couldn't manipulate him to do things the way they wanted, they finally killed him. I want each of us to realize that if we choose to be leaders in the Lord's church, it's not an easy path that we choose. There are going to be dangers. If you thought that becoming a preacher or a youth minister or an elder was going to be a life of bliss and everything was going to be great because you're serving in God's mission and purpose, then I hate to inform you, you're mistaken. That along the trail of trying to serve in God's kingdom, there are always dangers. There are people who will manipulate you. There are people who would lie about you. There are people who will misunderstand you. And no matter how hard you try, you'll never make them all happy. At the end of the day, my challenge to you is to remember that you serve the Lord. And don't quit. The devil wants you to quit. The devil puts up his signs. The devil puts up his warnings. And he wants to discourage you because he knows if he can get the leaders to quit, then he can destroy all the rest. I want you to realize that people are depending on you. God has a mission in the world and he needs leaders. He has chosen to use human leaders to carry out that mission. Yes, we are lambs among wolves, but remember that we serve the Lion of the tribe of Judah. There's nothing that the devil can do that's more powerful than God. And if I must give my life in service to him, he has promised me an eternal reward. So maybe as you're watching this today, you're discouraged and down. You're overwhelmed. Your heart is broken because it's not that the world does hurtful things. Maybe what's breaking your heart is that Christians, churches, elders, people you thought were friends, people that say they're followers of Christ, have done awful things. And they've hurt you, they've hurt your family, and they've hurt the church. My message to you is don't quit. Some of Jesus' closest friends betrayed him and denied him, but it did not stop him from fulfilling the purpose that God gave him to fulfill. So don't quit. Don't give up. Keep walking the path that God has put you on. In the end, you will be rewarded, and you'll be glad that you climbed to the top. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Ministry Matters That Matter.